Welcome to episode 10 in our series of Energy Market Talks. I'm joined today by two guests, Georg Giokas and Kathrin McCarthy. Thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks too.
Well, you both work for Route4Gas, which is a relatively new player in the energy markets, in the natural gas market, actually. First of all, for those who haven't seen your presentation in our events, can you briefly explain what Route4Gas is and what you are doing?
Of course. So I just start. Normally it's ladies first, but in this case, I overrule Kathrin. Yeah. Route4Gas is a 3 years old company, a startup company, and we're offering a software solution for the European natural gas market. Yeah. In our system, the participants can enter all their mainly physical positions, and our mathematical model just finds out the best way to match them with other positions entered into the system. Just to have an idea what can be submitted. It starts with simple location swaps, unused capacities, existing flows, storage positions, and so on. Yeah? And they all can be submitted and in fact put in the pot. Yeah, and our model finds the best solution for that. Yeah, the main idea behind this model is to find and to reduce cyclic flows, and so we eliminate inefficiencies in the European gas market. Yeah, yeah. So we don't create new trades, but we cancel those cyclic flows, and this again creates new trades. Yeah. A big point to mention is that our software solution is an anonymous one, which means nobody sees the position and the positions which are submitted by the customers, by the partners, and this solution, this anonymity solution, is patented, so it's a really unique one. But it's very important because some of the traders might think that we're a broker. It's very important to mention that we are no broker. So Route4Gas is no broker. This so-called matching rounds we are doing, they're comparable to so-called single round auctions. The market price spreads, which are fixed for the round, they are shown to the customers, and the customers just submit their positions if they agree on the price. And such rounds will be run, let's say, around 4 times a day, so that it makes sense, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In addition to this service, we offer another service, which is in fact the full map for analyzing the flow data of the whole European market. We're talking about really the whole market, not only a special West European market, Eastern European market, it's a whole European market. Yeah. And we include storages and LNG, plus all TSO fees. So that's the full package which is available at the moment. Yeah.
And if I may add to that, Georg. Yeah, sure. So as Georg said already, we have got here a unique software solution for the pan-European market. And it's easy to handle. That's very important to say. As Georg said, we are not a broker. We are a system. It's very easy to handle. We had about 16 companies already testing our system and helping us also with the development. Small customers, big customers, like companies with more physical flows, with more storage, with other flows. And it was really interesting to get their feedback. That's all implemented in that whole system. And the algorithm that is actually the core of our system searches for complex cycles. That's really the importance here. And it doesn't only take the opposite trading interest into account, but a complex cycle flow. And through that, we are boosting liquidity in a completely anonymous way. Imagine you are like someone who gets a position in the afternoon, a gig or two. You know, in the normal broking world, yeah, it's quite easy out in the market. Look what's coming. And if it's a buy, then the prices will go up immediately. And that's one advantage we have with our system. You can enter all these positions, come to an auction round, and you don't even know. You don't even know about the position, first of all. And absolutely not the name. And this is also one really, really important thing we are having. And one last thing to add, digitalization, the watchword today. Like Route4Gas is a system that brings the user a step forward to it, because we are combining uncomparable products, you may think, liquid and illiquid markets, and match products like financial, physical products, so that the liquidity is boosted in the whole European gas market. So just to summarize it, it's like we are a unique system, liquidity booster, we have the patented anonymity solution, and we are bringing the user a step forward to digitalization.
Okay, that sounds clear. So you're helping liquidity in the market. Now, the past few months with the COVID crisis, of course, have resulted in a very illiquid market, actually. So what kind of challenges have these months presented to you and to Route4Gas?
Of course, due to the fact that it's our business and we try to serve liquidity to the market, we are on the one side happy that seeing no liquidity, so that we can just step in and say, come on, we can bring some liquidity to the market, which helps, especially in those months.
Yeah.
And of course, we are watching the gas markets and all the trading activities, and seeing this liquidity is for us a good sign that we're on the right way, that we offer the right thing and at the right time. Yeah. And as Kathrin already mentioned, so that's the main message to the traders and suppliers from our side. Yeah. As already told before, that doesn't mean that we add new trading positions, but we try to reduce and even eliminate the inefficiencies in the European gas market. And there are a lot, you might not know, yeah, but there are a lot because we saw them, we analyzed them, yeah, and say, okay, there is much more we can do, yeah. And again, we talk about the whole European gas market. It's from UK to Greece, from Spain to Poland, yeah, covering all possible points where transfer, title transfer between all these actors is possible. And that doesn't mean only VTPs. Yeah. There might be also storages, title transfer, and so on possible. Yeah. But the main lack of liquidity we had to work with was the lack of liquidity of personal meetings. That was our main problem. On the internal side, we are quite, let's say, experienced in acting with remote video conferences and so on. But we, of course, missed the personal meetings. But especially on the external side, meeting with partners, with customers, with participants to talk about, that was the main problem we had. And not we suffered, but we tried to get rid of this problem. Although we have the technique to work like we do right now, via video chat, so that it's possible and not those big efforts anymore needed for that. In a personal talk, you're much more efficient, and especially you can't postpone that easily a personal meeting. A video conference can be postponed quite quickly. So that was the main issue we had.
Because you're also I think a very international team, right?
Yes.
So internally, how was that for you as a team? So apart from the external side.
Yeah, Patrick, you mentioned that we are quite an international team, and I actually had to write it down. We are 16 employees, so I remember that. But we are working from Vienna, we are working from Kassel, we are working from Zug, we are working from Amsterdam, we are working from Riga, we are working from Kiev and also Moscow. So, and have 4 nationalities in our team. And as Georg said, we are used to work remotely. So I could only start my job, to be honest, because I was offered home office because of the kids I'm having. And it's easier to just like combine both of that. But for example, what we did before was we had once a month, we had a team meeting. And that was quite essential for us also in our company culture. I would say that also defined us a little bit. So we met and we discussed open questions. We discussed like strategies that were actually ongoing, developments. So everyone on one table, followed by lovely meals and a lot of drinks. So it was really good and really important. It was fantastic. I really miss that. No, but it was good for the team spirit, you know, like it was really necessary for the team spirit. And yeah, that is obviously gone. And that is quite a big challenge because like discuss things on the phone, discuss things on the chat, it's different than when you see someone face to face.
Of course.
Here we are 3 non-native English speakers here, for example. Yeah. So how would it be in a bigger team with even more nationalities involved, even though we are 3 here, you know, but everyone sees things differently. You need the body language, you need to see the facial impression. So that was missing a bit. But beside that, what I also found talking as a mom too, you suddenly had kids at home. So I've got 3 little ones as well. And one just started school. And so to do the homeschooling beside your job, 100% job, was quite a challenge.
Easy. No.
Yes. And and we often had like in the background, like the little kids jumping around. And it was okay for us because we said, yeah, they saw them before. But I remember once, Patrick, that was honestly, I had a really, really important meeting. And I was preparing for it. And I was really making sure everything was correct and right and sitting there. And then my little one, who's 2, had his little first milestone, or like another milestone. He was able to enter the door or enter the room, like push down the handlebar from the door without help. And he was very proudly coming into the room, shouting and laughing. And I was just, oh my God. It was okay.
Sounds familiar.
But, you know, but, you know, exactly at that time, you didn't need that. No, but it was okay at the end. But it was just these things that, put us sometimes also on the edge, to be honest, you know, and it wasn't easy. But we managed that through. We had already our first team meeting again for those who could travel in Amsterdam. That was about 3 weeks ago, I think. We already visited the first customers again who were open to see us. So it's all going ahead again.
That's good to hear. So also for the future, maybe Georg again, what does the future hold for Route4Gas? What's coming up?
Well, what's coming up is a good question. In fact, a lot. Yeah. And the next milestone, and like Kathrin said, it's not pushing the handle, but in this case, it's our go live. Yeah, the go live of the system, and this will take place on 1st of September. So we are very happy and proud to announce this. Yeah. It's been a good way, and we're happy to be that far, and we're happy even to continue this way. Yeah. So that has been, of course, the main goal for the last few months, and in coming weeks, in fact, all the other companies acting all over Europe will see that, and we'll see what the system will provide them, and how the whole market will gain out of it. Yeah. We expect that the, let's call it optimization ratio, will be increased massively, starting this system, and more and more companies will participate then. That's the one thing, and what we already do, in fact, even let's say waiting for the go live, is that we, on the technical side, we're already extending the functionalities and the products in the system. And this together with our shareholders and together with all the companies involved. So even with our customers, so we get the feedback, we try to put it in, we put another function, another features, another products in, and as far as I see, or as far as we all develop it, in fact, so even on the sales side, we develop the products, the new ones which will be added will be at least as innovative as the system itself. And so that's something we can't publish yet, but that's something you can be sure of. And that's our main task for the next months. And of course, being happy to see each other, to see all the other participants. Hopefully, let's see, the next, let's call it small lockdown, might be there in autumn. But we are just now taking this window which we have, and try to see each other and try to meet all the others. And I think having this then in place, we can talk about the next time, talk about the success story. Because just coming back to your question regarding liquidity in gas trading, yeah, and lack of liquidity, looking at LNG, looking at Ukraine, the storage for the European market, there are a lot of physical flows now in the market, more than before perhaps. Yeah?
Okay.
And using the pipes efficiently is now a big topic, a much bigger topic, and to create perhaps also free space again. And for the, let's call it longer future, yeah, it's also a topic for another commodity like hydrogen, for instance. So we have a bigger picture than what we are offering right now. So there's a lot to do, yeah. And that's, I think, is our picture for the future, yeah.
So very exciting times coming up.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, then I want to thank you both for joining us in this series of Energy Markets Talks. And I want to wish you a lot of good luck with the go live.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, we will do our best.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.